Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Governor Mitt Romney back in the bluegrass endorsing U.S. Senator Mitch McConnell.
And WKYT will take you along on a special trip for dozens of Kentucky veterans.
Also, a disabled Eastern Kentucky man is injured during a robbery. We'll have those stories and more. Breaking news as it happens coming up on WKYT This Morning. Good morning to you. It's your Friday. We're glad you're with us as we head for the weekend and opening day at Keeneland. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith for the first track on the weather. Let's turn to meteorologist Micah Harris. Some action in the weather department today, huh?
Yeah, already this morning, and we don't usually see that, but that big time cold front we've been talking about is now trying to push some rain on in. Now you see a couple of showers back towards, say, Winchester, North Middleton, work your way into Mount Olivet and also Falmouth. But really, we're going to be focusing in on this line that's going to be approaching us here in the upcoming hours. Now, it's really heavy rain. You are getting some lightning out of this. The strongest portion of this has already started to fade, so I expect that to be the trend as we work our way off into the next several hours. But Columbia, sitting there in Adair County, Taylor County, Campbellsville, heads up, because some of these are pretty strong as they're coming out of the Bowling Green area. Temperatures are in the 70s and will actually stay right there throughout the afternoon. As that rain kind of pushes on in, temperatures won't really rise that much. So 72 is going to be our high today. What you feel outside is what you're going to be feeling this afternoon. Gusty winds too. We'll really jot down that forecast off into your Keeneland time coming up in a few minutes.
All right, a lot to watch. Thank you, Micah. Let's get to the news.
U.S. Senator Mitch McConnell picked up an endorsement from a former presidential candidate.
Mitt Romney came to Lexington to help raise money for Senator Mitch McConnell at a Lexington horse farm. The two Republicans talked to the media after the event, and WKYT's Jerica Ensko has the latest from the campaign trail.
In town for one of the most anticipated Senate races, but Senator Mitch McConnell wasn't alone. Governor Mitt Romney headlined that fundraiser for him here in Lexington. In an effort to get votes again for Kentucky's U.S. Senate, former Massachusetts Governor Romney came along with Senator McConnell for that private fundraiser at Donnemeyer Farm. Back in 2012, Romney lost the presidential race to President Obama, but won Kentucky with 60% of the vote. Romney says he has no plans of running again for president, just wanting to focus on Senator McConnell's race on Thursday night.
And I'm looking forward to seeing him as the majority leader in the United States Senate. Mitch McConnell, as a re-elected senator and as a majority leader, will be good for Kentucky and will be good for America.
Following that endorsement, McConnell did touch on a few topics like what he would do if he becomes Senate Majority Leader and the job stance in the bluegrass, saying he wants an agenda that would create jobs, not destroy them.
Those jobs would mostly come from young people, and the last people we want to be unemployed. And 17,000 of those jobs, independent studies indicate, would come from Kentucky. So I think this is a bad time to be passing job-killing legislation.
The latest bluegrass poll shows McConnell with a 4-point lead over Alison, Lundergan, Grimes. Now it's just over a month until Election Day, and Senator McConnell is hoping that Governor Romney's endorsement will help in the final push to be reelected. In Lexington, Jerica Ensko, WKYT.
And Senator McConnell's challenger, Democrat Alison Lundergan Grimes, also made a campaign stop in Lexington. She spoke at an event organized by Nuns on the Bus at the Fayette County Courthouse Plaza. Grimes says she would support a minimum wage increase if elected to the Senate. And she talked to us about U.S. Senator Mitch McConnell's efforts to connect her to President Obama, who is not popular in Kentucky.
Kentuckians know that I'm an independent thinker that stands for putting the people of Kentucky instead of partisan politics first.
The results of the next WKYT Herald Leader Bluegrass poll will be released Monday night at 6 o'clock.
Well, Kentucky Senator Rand Paul says he is not opposed to Plan B, the emergency contraception commonly known as the morning after pill. The potential 2016 Republican presidential candidate was asked about the matter during an appearance at the College of Charleston, one stop on a day-long college tour of South Carolina.
You've said that life starts at conception, so should medicine that prevents conception like Plan B be legal?
I'm not opposed to birth control. That's basically what Plan B is. I mean, Plan B is taking 2 birth control pills in the morning and 2 in the evening. I'm not opposed to that.
A number of prominent social conservatives have condemned the pill as an on-demand abortion drug. A business with Central Kentucky ties will be in the spotlight during President Barack Obama's visit to neighboring Indiana. The president will talk about the economy while at Millennium Steel in Princeton, Indiana later today. The company processes steel to be used as car parts. Millennium Steel has roots in Nicholasville. CEO Henry Jackson served in the Vietnam War, then later got his MBA and started his own business. Some of Jackson's business colleagues from Lexington will travel to Indiana for the president's visit.
It was a trip of a lifetime for dozens of Kentucky veterans. They spent the day in our nation's capital to see the monuments built in their honor. The veterans just returned to the bluegrass within the last few hours, and WKYT's Phil Pendleton shows us the sights and sounds of their unforgettable day.
They all served in different ways in different wars for different purposes.
I am honored and pleased to be with you.
But Thursday, they came together for one purpose, to be honored.
Thank you.
For the fourth year in a row, Kentucky's electric cooperatives funded a one-day trip to Washington, D.C. James Baker of Lancaster was one of them.
I'll tell you, it's pretty rough. Real rough. We crawled on our belly a lot.
Baker suffered a leg injury so bad they wanted to take it.
And I put up such a fight, they didn't cut my leg off.
Today, he joined a few dozen others on a packed flight. After landing in Baltimore, quite the surprise. As dozens of strangers cheered them on. And many of these veterans tell me that without the honor flight, they would never see this memorial that was built for them. Not only is this Baker and Fred Clem of London's first time seeing the memorial, it's their first trip to the nation's capital.
I'm 91.
91.
I'll be 92 on April 18th.
The granite, Reese, water, and war slogans bring back memories.
It's bad, I tell you. Snow, the steps going, and it wouldn't melt. And I had to drive a truck at night, no heater.
How many years was you in there?
Some struck up new friendships, all sharing a common bond.
3 days to take that hill, and we took it the third day, but I got hit.
More than 6 decades ago, but Baker talks about it like it was yesterday.
The guy that got me was up in the tree, I believe.
Grateful for not just the honor, but the chance to take in all that this says about them and the nation they helped preserve. In Washington, D.C.,
I'm enjoying it. I didn't know it'd be like this.
Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
And this was what those veterans returned home to. Dozens of people were on hand at the Louisville International Airport to greet them when the plane landed just a few hours ago late last night. They showed up with signs and cheered to welcome the group home from Washington, D.C. Well, new this morning, 2 teenagers were arrested this morning in Lexington after police say they tried to steal sets of car keys. Lexington police say they arrested 2 14-year-olds after they were caught at Enterprise Rentals off New Circle Road with the keys. Police found one of the kids trying to hide at a car dealership. And they say one of the teens had a stolen gun. Both have been charged with burglary and one with stealing a firearm.
Criminal abuse charges have been dropped against a Lexington daycare owner. In June, an employee accused Savola Marks of giving a child a friction burn on his arm and bending his arms and fingers back to cause pain. Marks owns the Children's Treehouse of Knowledge. Prosecutors dropped charges yesterday after failing to find evidence to back up the claims. Marks' attorney said the employee who made the claims quit her job the day they were made. 4 UK football players now face charges for a BB and pellet gun scare on campus. Freshmen Stanley Williams, Tymere DeBose, Dorian Baker, and Drew Baker have all been cited for misdemeanor disorderly conduct. All 4 players have been suspended for tomorrow's game, and according to court documents, the 4 were playing a game they called Manhunt right in the middle of campus. Police say shots were fired from the BB and pellet gun, sparking a campus alert. 3 other people also face charges in connection to the case.
Georgetown College has scheduled a memorial service for a recent graduate who was killed in South America. The service for Erica Hagan will be held Monday afternoon at 4 in the John L. Hill Chapel. Last month, police found Hagan dead in her apartment in Chile. They later arrested a security guard at the school where Hagan taught. Hagan was originally from Marshall County in western Kentucky. She had graduated from Georgetown College in May. A man confined to a wheelchair was injured during a robbery at his eastern Kentucky home. Police say someone broke into Chris Mosley's home in Leslie County and attacked him. Police say the robber stole a gun. Mosley's brother says he found him on the floor the next day and called for help. He says he knew something was wrong as he drove by the house.
I said, dang, that lights are out and the door's open. What in the world's going on? And then I got out of my truck and come in the house, turned the light on, and he was laying on the floor.
Because of his injuries, police say Mosley couldn't give them a description of the robber. They have not made any arrests.